some, McKenna, can I get some excitement? I need to feel the energy to give out this particular rap, this particular. Okay. So, I mean, I might just give it to Funke because she is excited. Funke, because she is excited. All right. I might just go ahead and just, what do they call it? What do they call that thing when they just, they do the elections? What's the term? I forgot. Nobody's helping me here. All right. Okay. Well, who's the winner? McKenna. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum. And if you win and you don't want to go, please, you got to go. It's very important. All right. McKenna, who's the winner? Are we putting in the chat? Bukola! Oh my goodness! Give it up! Bukola won the spa day with me. This is jinxed. Bukola, are you there? Let me hear from Bukola. Are you excited or what?
I am so surprised.
And she's gonna hold me to my word because she knows me. She's gonna hold me to my word. We're gonna go to a spa day in Scottsdale. So get ready, Bukola. Check your schedule. We're gonna have a good girls' day, spa day together. All right, that's one. I have some other wonderful raffles, so stay tuned. You have to be present to win. And I have a great reveal at the end. All right now we are in our panel discussion. So ladies, first of all, we've been sitting down. Can everybody just stand up for a second and just stretch? Just stretch. Don't worry if you have slippers on or whatever. If you're only wearing like a shirt, I understand, just sit. Some people just want, let's stretch. We talked about exercise and stuff. We've been sitting for a while. Okay, we're going into our panel discussion about daily self-care, all right? And so what we're gonna do is just go around and just take a couple minutes to say our routine. And since I'm already talking, I guess I'll just go first from that. What do we do for daily self-care? And then we'll just go like in the order of speakers. So me, then Dr. Bailing, then Dr. P, Dr. Hope, and welcome Nifi to the stage. She's going to be going our next session on skincare. What is your skin telling you about your self-care? So you definitely want to stay tuned for that session. So for daily self-care for me, I do my morning routine, which is I like to wake up earlier than everybody in my house. Actually learned that when I was in my doctoral program, waking up earlier and going downstairs and getting stuff done. So I kept doing that whenever I have the chance to wake up and get a little worship in and just get a little quiet time in before there's a lot of, Mom, I'm hungry, and what we're doing and all this stuff like that. So I like to do that. Then I like to drink my tea, my green tea. At one point I went to coffee, but then I went back to tea. Stretch, journal, and yeah, that's just my morning routine, and say some positive affirmations to myself. When I was going through the time, there was a time I was going through some screenings and testings and all this stuff. My affirmations during that period of time was just, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I am healthy, I am whole, I'm healed, and all this kind of stuff like that. And it worked. So just those are my daily self-care routines. I like to also treat myself, go for massages and take myself to a restaurant once in a while. Right. So, all right. I'm not going to take too much time. That's my self-care routine. And let's get into Dr. Bailing's self-care routine.
Thank you, Dr. Tooby. So my self-care routine, I would say every night before I go to bed, I'm all about patterns, because patterns trigger different things in my brain. So after a really, really busy day, my pattern before I go to bed, give my husband a hug, say goodnight to my dog, have a skincare routine that just calms my brain, lets my brain know if I'm washing my face, if I'm doing that care for my skin, it's triggering my brain that bed's coming next. And then before I go into my room, take care of my family. I just make sure first, like I said, kiss my husband goodbye, good night, say goodnight to my dog. And then I check with my kids, I check with my parents. I'm one of the lucky ones that has both of my parents still on this earth. So I check with my parents, I check with my children, just a quick, hey, good night. Yeah, I know I'm old, I'm going to bed at 8:30. Just my people are okay. Then I fall asleep. In the morning, super tactical. Check my money. So I check to make sure there's no surprises financially. I check to make sure that no texts came in overnight, right? I have adult children. And I also have several people in my immediate that we just take care of each other. So I just check to see that nothing crazy came in overnight. So at night, I check my people. In the morning, I check my money, I check my finances, I check anything that could have blown up overnight. And then I walk my dog, I go for a run, and then I come back home, I shower, and I meditate so that I have that mental and emotional break. Once I've meditated, and you can't see it because it's blurred, but I have a big, fuzzy, pink, comfortable chair that is the most girly thing I've ever owned in my life. And it's right behind my desk. So I sit in that chair and I meditate. Gives me that mental break before I jump into becoming a very, very tactical crisis manager here at Honeywell. So those are my self-care routines. And it just, there's so many unknowns in our life, but my brain reacts very well to compartmentalizing and having patterns of things I can control. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to who is